All right, here we go. I asked my friend Levi Hummon to come in for my very first podcast.
Hello.
I don't look at this as an interview. Number one, I kind of already know you, so...
And we just took a shot of bourbon.
Yeah, we're going to do more of that. I brought you Basil Hayden's. You pour while I talk a little. And then you're my co-host. I'm depending on you.
I've never co-hosted much, but I can try.
All right, I'm going to put my glasses on. It'll make me look really smart. Look, I went from like a 90 IQ to 95.
I'd say 102.
Thank you.
30 to 102-ish.
I want to break the ice. We're going to do... Have you ever seen the Proust Questionnaires in the back of Vanity Fair?
I think I have. I think I've had ex-girlfriends try to tell me what I am.
Yeah, it's very revealing.
Yeah.
Okay, so
it's like, we're not made for each other. You got this score.
Deal break. Question 4, deal breaker. We're going to start with that, because then we'll get to music at some point.
Perfect.
Should we... I mean, I don't want to seem like I want more bourbon.
Maybe you should just do
one
more
bourbon. Let's do it real quick.
Am I pouring?
You're pouring.
Okay. Boom.
Now, if you haven't tried... this is not a commercial. They're not sponsoring this. But I love Basil Hayden's.
I'll give you a little more than me.
That's how it works, right?
Yeah.
All right. So we'll just sip on it. We don't have to slam.
I'm going to slam it.
There you go.
I got to get rid of it.
Let's start with some. I'm not going to do all of them because it's a good burn because there's like 35. But let's start, Levi Hummon, with what's your idea of perfect happiness?
Woo. That's the toughest first question I've ever had. Perfect happiness is your friends and your family and everybody kind of together. And just in a room with everybody you love. Laughing, not like bickering.
Bourbon.
Bourbon, not bickering.
That's hard sometimes with families, right?
Yeah. But, like, I can't think of a world where I wouldn't want my family to be together at some capacity.
Who's the one? Is Moses the one who is the troublemaker?
So Moses is the youngest brother of the Hummons. Honestly, I'm the troublemaker. I
Makes
was,
sense.
and then the middle one's kind of taking my place, and eventually Moses will.
What's the middle one's name?
Caney.
All right. Oh, wow. All right, so that's fair. I like that.
My mom's a preacher, so we have, like, very biblical names.
I like that. I don't know Caney.
Well, Caney's like Cain and Abel, but honestly, his first name is Isaac.
Oh, there you go. I know that guy from the Bible. What's your greatest fear?
Oh, my gosh. I have 2 greatest fears, I think. One is broken glass.
Really?
Because I fell through a window once, and it cut me up pretty good, and that's kind of scary.
Cut you where?
My entire arm, actually.
Oh, I can see it a little.
I was 12 years old, so they're kind of gone. I got like 375 stitches in my arm.
Holy cow.
Yeah, it was bad.
I'll give you a chance to flex just for you. Oh, what? This?
Yeah, you see it.
Scars?
These. Yeah, I'm flexing as I show the scars. That's definitely a fear of mine. And the other fear, I think, is heights. Just easy. I'm scared of heights.
I have this really weird recurring dream about broken glass. It's so screwed up.
I can't even hear that. Like, I honestly get like bumps on the neck.
You're going to hate this. You're not going to be able to get it out of your head that I have broken glass in my mouth.
Oh, God.
And
Please stop. I can't even hear you.
I can't get it out. Like, it's like just shards of... And I keep, like, chewing on it. And it's horrible.
I don't know if there's, like... It's all video, but if you're listening to this, I'm, like, legitimately sweating. Like, you know.
It's the bourbon. It's
the bourbon and the glass story. I can't handle both.
As a therapist, what do you think that means?
It means...
It's something about talking.
It's something about windows, I think.
Do you think?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's jacked up.
What's the next question?
I don't think my mother breastfed me long enough. Which talent would you most like to have?
Like talent or superpower?
The question was talent, Levi, but you can substitute superpower.
I wish I was like a great like action hero actor. Like I had that ability.
Superman?
Honestly, like I could play whatever because I'm an actor, but I'm not a great actor in real life. So
is that a goal?
Yeah.
At some point?
Well, I think I have right now I have kind of just one thing I do, which is just me. But I wish I could like act like something else sometimes.
All right, there you go.
Which would be a talent and a superpower.
You could be one of the, what do they call it, an EGOT?
Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony.
Yep.
I've been trying.
So it's a goal.
I've been trying.
It's a secret goal. Revealed. Okay, if you were to die and come back as a person or thing, what would it be?
I would come back as probably a dolphin, just because they're like the second smartest creature. They are to human.
Yeah.
What about you?
Well, if we're going, thank you, artist. If we're going with sea life, I'm a big manatee fan. And sometimes I feel like a manatee. It's like, too much.
After a lot of bourbon, I feel like a manatee.
Let's see. where would you most like to live? This is a good question because you're moving into your new place today.
Yeah, so I've been moving all week. But where would I like to live? I don't even know. I love Seattle, but I feel like when I'm there for like more than a week, I feel like kind of the rain gets to me.
I think that's a thing. I think it gets to like a disorder.
I think it gets to a lot of people, and like lately in Nashville, it's been kind of cold and grimy, so I don't think I can handle that. The other place I think is New Mexico. I love New Mexico.
Totally different.
Yeah, complete opposite.
Yeah. My mother's from Ireland, and after college, I went and lived in Ireland for 6 months, and it did get to me.
Yeah.
It was like too much dreary rain nonstop.
Too much Guinness.
Too much Guinness. That's true. What's your most treasured possession?
As I take another sip. I don't have a lot of treasured possessions. So I just did my Opry debut, and when you do your Opry debut, you get your like parking pass, and they have a parking sign that says "Reserved for Levi Hummon," and you have to like take it off and like take it with you. So I ended up getting it, and like for my Christmas present, I asked my dad to frame it for me.
Now, Chuck, that's very cool. Chuck told me there are other benefits to being when you get to be an Opry member.
Yeah,
well,
I'm not an Opry member,
right?
But I just did my debut. I don't know what the benefits are. They probably just like get whatever they want.
Mailbox or something. That's a goal.
I don't even have a mailbox, so I actually just got one. Yeah, so now I have one.
What's your new place like?
I'm not going to give away the address on here, but it's towards like Berry Hill area here in Nashville, kind of like the studio district. And it's just really, really cool and kind of small, but it's perfect. I'm really excited.
Big boy furniture yet?
I have nothing. I told you I got a TV stand, and a bed. That's about it right now.
So maybe of those, which is your most treasured possession?
My bed.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a really nice bed, actually.
What do you value? What do you value most in friends? What's the thing you look for in your buddies?
I look for loyalty a lot of times. I think that's an obvious kind of answer, but like I feel like I always have my friends back, and most of my friends, because I'm actually from Nashville, so I live here because of country music, 100%. But my friends that I've kept since I was a little kid are all my most loyal friends, and so like that's definitely a parameter for me.
Your kind of entourage. Who's your turtle?
My turtle is. There
is one. See, you can say. You got to say.
I'll say my boy Dalton.
All right, Dalton, you're the one. What historical figure do you mostly identify with?
Abraham Lincoln for sure. No, I honestly, actually is Phil Everly.
Why?
Because once upon a time, I was standing backstage at the Ryman, and I was like standing here against the wall, and behind me was a picture of the Everly brothers. And Desmond Child, who's my publisher and a good friend of yours, was staring at me, and I was like, "Why are you looking at me?" And he's like, "You and Phil Everly look exactly alike." And he proceeded to have started this screenplay for like the Phil Everly Brothers movie. Well,
and you also kind of have that voice.
I mean, Bye Bye Love is one of my favorite songs of all time.
Bye Bye Love. Oh my God, the bourbon is kicking in.
Bye Bye Happiness.
Hello. I'll be the deep part. Loneliness. These are good. Who? And we're almost done because I only picked 2 more.
Okay.
Who are the real heroes in your life?
That's so easy. Yeah, you already know.
It's a softball.
Throw it up in the air. Okay, my mom and my dad. My heroes, for sure. My mom started an organization called Thistle Farms, which helps women with a history of drug abuse and sex trafficking get off the streets and start their lives anew. And my dad is a Grammy Award-winning songwriter and also my mentor and a good friend of mine. So, easy.
Overachievers. And your mom was literally a CNN hero.
Yes, she honestly is a hero. So, I'm just trying not to mess it up, honestly. Like, as long as if I get like halfway right, I'm good.
I almost want to go on to your mom, but I'm going to ask my last question because I think it's cool. What is your motto?
My motto?
I always
honestly,
say,
can I do a cliche one?
Do cliche.
Because it's kind of been like the story of my life for the last like 5 years. And I think it's a good one to live by. It's like, just roll with the punches. Because like, especially in the music industry, like you can get beat down so easy. And your ability just to like withstand it and not withdraw and just be strong and like confident in like who you are as a human being is like the most important thing.
Because that's counter to what artists are. Like we focus on the one person who doesn't like our stuff.
Right.
Or the one critical person.
Yeah. And I always think sometimes it's like let people that say no to you and let people that like even hate on you or anything, whatever it is, like let that inspire you just to be better.
Yeah, you almost need that sometimes.
Yeah.
To get up there. All right, so you talked about your mom being your hero, and your new song, Love Heals,
Yes.
is amazing, and it's about Thistle Farms. The video, I basically ruined my mascara watching. Because it's cool you didn't make yourself the star, or Alison Krauss, your partner,
Right.
your duet partner. You made the women who benefit from Thistle Farms the stars.
Well, it's just, I mean, the song itself is called Love Heals, and it's about the women. It's about the idea of Thistle Farms, which is, you know, they take all this pain and this hurt in this world and then turn it into love. And the love that I've seen the women of Thistle Farms receive and accept, like, it is a healing. It's a healing factor. It heals you to watch. Heals you to watch the video. It heals you to listen to the song. It heals me, and I'm the artist, and I hate my voice sometimes. So it's telling you something. Like, it really, really is a powerful message, and I'm really, really just proud to be a part of it.
Oh, you hit the high notes in it, crazy.
I tried. Earlier, I was gonna like sing the high notes, and now I'm just like,
yeah. Well, take another sip. You might.
It might actually inspire me. Yeah.
Cheers. I want to say that we have been feeling these really low. So.
Yeah, but it is early on a Friday. And I have a whole weekend.
So Alison Krauss is your partner. How do you go from there? Like, she is the best of the best. You've peaked. I think you peaked too early.
Yeah. I think I peaked too early too. What do I start young. But
where do you go from there? Like, you can't.
I really like, I heard the song and I thought that Alison Krauss's voice was going to be perfect. And
I mean, did you genuinely think of her? Did you say, or were you like in the studio going, who should we get for this?
Yeah. I honestly just sent it to her on a whim because she has a relationship with Thistle Farms. And we got to honor my mom at the TJ Martell Foundation Awards. And I just sent it to her. I was just like, let it be.
Oh, you didn't
great.
Even say, would you love to do this?
I just said, would you mind listening to this song? And she said, I love this. I would love to be a part of this. So.
And you were like, well, let me see. I don't know. I've got other offers.
Like, Alison.
Cher wants to do it with me.
No, I honestly couldn't think of a better person to be a part of the song with than Alison.
No, and your voices blend so well.
Thank you.
So a lot of people have compared you to Ed Sheeran, and is that a compliment to you?
Yes.
There are worse people to be compared.
He's obviously very, very talented.
The Biebs.
The Biebs. Earlier in my career, they're like the male Taylor Swift, and that kind of was like, it's just interesting. But I'm always complimented anybody like that. I'm so honored to be in anybody's category because, like, I love talented people. I love talented songwriters. I love people that have something to say, and I feel like all those artists do. And I think music is so cool right now, especially country music, because you can be whoever you want, and you can tell, as long as you're telling a story and you're staying true to yourself, like, it feels country, it feels real, it feels raw. And I'm just excited to be a part of country music right now. It's pretty awesome.
You wrote the song Love Heals with your pop.
Yeah.
What's that process like? Does he win when there's a point where
so,
you can't decide? Is he the one who's like, go to your room, I'm the dad because I said so?
Honestly, if you're interviewing him, he would say, sometimes Levi bosses me around.
That's the one place you get away with it?
It is the one place, just because, like, he's one of the sweetest people I know, and I feel bad that he would say that, but I know that in the room I'm like, Dad, we're definitely not doing that.
How does that work when you're growing up? I mean, does he start to teach you to write songs, or do you have the interest? And I'm wondering where I screwed up with my kids.
I
mean,
I highly
they're
doubt
really good at video games. There's that.
I'm not good at video games, so I really wish I was. Because I go over to my friend's house and I'm sitting there, I'm the worst video game player.
Well, that's good. You teach them to write songs, and I'll have them teach you how to level up.
I just think what happened to my parents and my family was, my dad was like, just go play outside. Don't listen. Don't watch TV. Like, if you want to, don't buy action figures. Go get a stick and be a samurai or whatever you want to be. It sounds so weird. But,
ninja.
Like, I always was just like making stuff up in my head and being creative, even when I didn't even know that was what I was doing. And so the idea of songwriting and doing that is just kind of is easy.
Do Moses and Caney have the bug?
Caney is an artist, like a painter.
Oh, cool.
And then Moses is like a lacrosse player.
Okay, cool. When are we setting him up with my daughter? You keep saying that. It's not happening.
He is a man of his own. Like, he doesn't listen to me at all. He thinks I'm a nerd, I think.
Is there any thought of you guys... I remember when me and my sisters were little, the twins. I have identical twin sisters.
Really?
Yeah, Mo and Co.
Wow.
I really wanted us to form a girl group.
Can I see a picture of these sometime? I don't think I've ever seen.
The twins?
Yeah.
And back in those days, it wasn't horrible. We literally called them, hey, twin. They had no real names. But the twins would never practice. I'm like, come on, we've got to go sing John Denver in the other room.
Wait, did you have like a trio?
Yeah, I wanted to do it. Well, you'll love this. My dad actually had a little Irish music band. And
Wow.
do you know what the bowron is?
Mm-mm.
It's like that drum that they play sideways with a little... It's an Irish thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he did that, and then we Irish... It was really like the...
Can you still do it? Can you sing Irish music? Do you sing like Gaelic?
I can sing the national anthem in Gaelic.
All right, absolutely. For your first podcasting, you're definitely doing it.
All right, you ready? You ready for this?
I'm ready.
We don't have to stand up because we're not Irish. The bourbon is really kicking in, so let me take my glasses off. I'm super sweaty.
All right.
Can you handle this?
I can. I'm going to try to just...
And I'm going to slaughter this, but know that this is Gaelic. And most people don't know it, so you won't know I'm slaughtering it. Sheena fina fall, a toffe gale garen, buin dar slew, hartim deranic queen, Bewoj faster, shunshir arshinshir fasta, ni fog ver fintir no ventral fill the glass, knock the hames are barn a whale in.
What are you saying in between these lines?
No fast, no fail. Then we went to English, so it was like mid cannons roar and rifles peal. We will sing a soldier song. Come on, people.
Woo! That's actually very impressive.
Yeah, that's my life.
Have you kissed a Blarney Stone?
Yes.
I have too.
Have you really? I love Ireland. To Ireland.
To Ireland and Gaelic.
What's your genealogy? You look Norwegian.
I'm like whatever white is.
Swedish, Scandinavian.
Actually, I have a little bit of Portuguese in me, which is kind of different. But
Where'd you meet her?
That was so bad.
This is the part where you interview me. Oh, you kind of did there.
Yeah, you just got you sing Gaelic.
Yeah.
National anthem.
What are you looking for in a girl?
My God. Mm-hmm. This is the worst
interview
question
ever.
Just a question. In a girl, I'm looking for somebody who just doesn't care about music, really.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, like, that has appreciation for music, but it's like, who cares if you're an artist? Who cares if you do this? Like, I totally want somebody like that.
How do you meet those people when you're in Nashville and everybody's an artist or a songwriter?
That's a problem. I'm from Nashville, and I live here, and like, I can't escape. No matter what, it's Nashville world.
Do you feel like that? I remember somebody saying to me before I moved here, and they're in the business.
Yeah.
They're in the promo part, but they're like, I'd never move to Nashville because you can't get away from the business.
Yeah.
Do you have friends outside the business?
I do, luckily. And I think they keep me sane a lot of times because it's so important to just get out of that world for me because I just go crazy.
All right. So I know a little secret about you because we were talking about podcasts, and I was saying I want to make this podcast less interviewee.
Yes.
And more like just sharing stories and shooting.
Noted that, like, as an artist, 99% of your time you're just driving or flying or traveling. Mm-hmm. So there's so much time to listen to podcasts in this world. I
am a big fan of This American Life. And I was saying the podcast I love, which sounds totally filthy, but it kind of is. It's called Come Town. It's these three comedians. It's very good. You should check it out. And,
is it Migos?
No, it's like Nick. But what kind of podcast do you listen to?
Unfortunately, I listen to like serial killer podcasts and like very, very dark podcasts. But it's just because I think that like crime and those kind of stories are so different and weird that it's like the most captivating thing for me.
Like what?
So there's one, it's called, oh my gosh, it's like True Crime Case Files. And it's this Australian guy, and he talks about all the weird Australian serial killers. But it's very, very, it's very dark.
Like graphic
I'm like
dark?
such a nice, happy person, but like,
But
no, it's just more.
Those are the ones you got to look out for.
Look out, because I just got a new house.
And there's a basement that will hold a lot of bodies.
Unfortunately, there's no basement, but
it's Nashville.
That's a sour subject.
You know, it's funny because I hate crime shows.
Yeah,
I can't handle horror movies. I can't handle crime shows because I think it could really happen, and I'm like, ignorance is bliss. Like, everything is great, nothing could go wrong.
Well, I was telling you the story that yesterday I had a maintenance man come by, and he did not knock on my door. All he did was walk around the property and whistle. And I was sitting in my new house with nothing in it except for this maintenance man just kind of walking around whistling. And I was like,
"That's a plot."
And I was like, this dude is totally going to murder me. What the heck is happening?
The Whistler.
And so because of like Case Files and those kind of podcasts, I honestly thought I was going to die.
Episode 86.
Episode 86. Levi Hummon and the maintenance man.
Yeah. Songwriter killed by the Whistler. He's whistling Love Heals.
The Berry Hill Whistler.
Yeah. All right. I think anything else you want to cover? Are we good?
No, it's just always so good seeing you and talking to you. I love you too.
Before we go, though, I do have an exit interview.
Love it.
Since this is my first podcast,
this is going to be good.
I want you to, well, you can take my phone. Hold on. I want you to, let me turn it on. You'll have some prompts. That's right. Finish that. You'll have some prompts. Put that in the microphone.
What is your password? Or is that a number?
It doesn't matter. You could just press. You'll understand. Let me get to my notes because I have to follow the script that the company gave me. Co-host / interviewee, would you like to take part in a post-podcast survey?
Press 1.
Or just say yes.
Yes.
Okay. Question 1. Why are you leaving?
Because it's time to go.
Question 2. What could we have done better?
Probably the girl question. Because...
uncomfortable?
More because I feel like girls are going to now fake it.
Oh, fake. I don't know who you are.
I hate music. Oh, my God.
All right.
Then I'll be tricked, and then I'm going to find a girl that I think I love, and then it's going to be based on a lie.
And she'll would you listen to this song? Number 3. After having to talk with Kelly Ford today, do you still believe that indeed love heals? Press 1. Or do you believe that love heals, but there are exceptions? Press 2.
Absolutely, I still believe love heals.
Thank you.
You are a great reminder that love heals.
Okay. Sidebar story. I was walking with our friend. You mentioned Desmond Childs.
Yes.
And his partner, Curtis. And we kept lapping this woman, and Curtis had on a Love Heals t-shirt. Have I told you this story?
I don't think so.
And at one point we lap her, and she looks at Curtis, and she stopped in a very bitter, angry way and said, "Does love heal? Does love really heal?"
What did Curtis say?
He said, "Not you. You are beyond hope." All right, back to question 4.
And I'm lapping you.
Do you believe Kelly Ford does indeed have a face for radio, a face for podcast? Press 1.
Of course. Do you have to have a face for podcasts?
Yeah, apparently. I think the answer is supposed to be no.
No.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely
I could
not.
do movies.
Yeah, I think you're more of a movie star for sure.
All right, second part of the question.
Wonder Woman.
Do you believe Kelly
remake.
Ford is wasting her time on radio and should be a movie star? Press 2.
Absolutely. Go for it.
Okay. And the last question. Do you believe this was the best interview / co-host experience of your life and that Kelly Ford is the best interviewer you have ever met? Press 1. There is not a number 2.
1. And also, thank you for the Basil Hayden.
It's so good.
It is so good.
Thank you for coming in today.
Of course.
I love Levi Hummon.
I love Kelly Ford. Thank you all so much.
Oh, I never known a life so heavy. Couldn't stand on legs unsteady. And one day run light as a feather. Baby, here's a deal.